What if there was one change as a result of this Occupy Wall Street? What would it be? What do you think the one change, if you could do, that would have the most impact?
What I would do, well, one, I don't want this to become a music festival, right? I don't want this to become, because it seems like that's what's happening.
Dude, I got a resentment against the drum circle, man.
But it's all right. No, it's all right. It's all good vibes. It's all good energy. But I mean, I just don't. I just don't want people to lose the importance of what they're doing here. Like, we don't really need another Woodstock. You understand what I'm saying? But and we've seen what happened over there. I mean, even though there's a lot of changes, but a lot of those hippies became CEOs of major companies. So now, that's just the truth. They either became drug addicts or they became CEOs of major companies. What I would like to see is people coming together, understanding that there's only one way we can have any kind of change, and that's to talk with our money. That we have to attack these guys economically, because the only other way they're gonna feel it is through bloodshed, and we don't want to go that route. We don't want to go down that route. So the best way to do it economically, I just hope that the one thing that I see here is the people's aversion to materialism, which is great, at least in the sense that most people will understand materialism. I'm not gonna go into the ego and the narcissistic feeling, the euphoria people are getting, the feeling they're a part of something. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just feeling like, listen, we don't need what they tell us we need. We don't have to have what they telling us we have to have. We don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just want people. That's the message that I want people really to understand, that we can change things, that we can do it. But it's gonna take a sacrifice, and it's gonna take you checking yourself. It's gonna take you policing yourself. It's gonna take you reflecting on yourself and how you contribute to what they're doing. Because as long as you feed a dog, he's gonna keep coming back. And as long as you keep giving these guys money, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing. You gotta stop giving these people money.
At least this might be uniting people, getting them out of their divide and conquer tactics they always use, and
absolutely,
just waking up and realizing we're all being bamboozled, and we got a common enemy.
Right. Well, you know what the thing is though? I just don't want it. I just don't want it just to be an emotional thing. It's like it can't be just an emotion. It can't be just like we're in the moment, we're here. Hey, this is all great. We all into the good vibes. This has to be a systematical thing. There has to be a strategy to really enforce it. And it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. But it's gonna take a real plan to really get these bums out of office, get the bums out of Congress, start boycotting with our money so they can really affect real change. I mean, the ATM, listen, let me tell you something. Right there they building the World Trade Center, right? Now they doubled the price on the bridges and tunnels, right? Public money that we're paying to fund a private business. That's ridiculous. That's robbery. And then when we go there, they're gonna look at us like, what are we doing here? That's how they're gonna act. When I go there, they're gonna say,
and Larry Silverstein made $14 billion off 9/11.
Right. So
and then he's taking it from the tolls.
Right. So now ask yourself. You see, these are simple things you gotta just ask yourself. Ask yourself, is that fair? This is usury to the highest level. They double the bridges and tunnels, public money, to fund a private. It's bullshit.
Well, usury at the highest levels, the Federal Reserve.
Well, there's a whole history with that dates all the way back to before we knew anything what was going on. That has been woven into our society, and that's something that again would take a lot of, for you to even think about taking a, you have to have something to replace it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody's gonna come with a toaster and say, hey, look, you don't got a toaster, but you got a TV. Let me get the toaster. No, we're gonna need something in order to conduct trade. So saying get rid of the Federal Reserve, I think that'll only work if we have something to replace it.
Gaddafi was going to start a gold-based currency, and Hugo Chavez is about to start a gold-based currency.
Right, but then you see, this is what we don't really have all that, and then that'll change the whole power. There'll be a shift in power. And look, as great as Hugo Chavez, as great as some people say Hugo Chavez or whatever Gaddafi was gonna do, look, I live in America, right? So of course you're gonna want your place, you're gonna want where you live to be the best. And I'm not really trying to give up any power to anybody else. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody would in their right mind would want to give up power to anybody else. It's not gonna happen. But what I do say is this: that we do need equality. People need to be able to work hard and be able to get a decent wage and be able to live. You know what I'm saying? The problem is, the reason why people are pissed off is not because they don't want to work hard. Like, I know a lot of people who think everybody's out here is because they're lazy, they don't want to work hard, they don't want to do shit.
That's just because the media portrays it that way.
But the truth is this. The truth is, people are working hard. People are working hard, but the thing is, they're not getting what they deserve. It's like they work hard and they're not getting nothing to show for it. That's gonna piss anybody off. Now the thing is, we need economic equality.
That's enslavement.
But that's what it's about. It's about debt slavery at the end of the day, isn't it? I mean, that's how you keep control, isn't it? And this is what it's all about, right? It's really about control, isn't it? It's about making sure.
And again, what was Libya's debt before NATO started bombing?
I don't know, but it wasn't bad.
Zero.
It wasn't bad at all. In fact, they had a high literacy rate. Things were improving. But they didn't. See, the thing with Libya, the thing I seen about Libya the most is that what Gaddafi was doing, he was allowing a lot of immigrants to come in, and he was allowing a lot of dark Libyans and a lot of dark Africans to get into places of power.
He was a Pan-Africanist.
Right. A lot of the other Libyans did not like that, and I likened them to the KKK. The power that the government gave to these Libyans is like giving the power to the KKK to rid the South of anybody that they see is of another color or has another kind of a difference of opinion. And I feel like that's what they did in Libya when they got rid of Gaddafi. You know?
It's funny, dude. I was watching Boardwalk Empire, and they had a scene of Klansmen with guns shooting one of the places, and I took a photo of it, and I wrote NATO troops in Libya on it.
Right. Well, this is what they did, and it's a shame, man. It's a shame because, you know what? Let me tell you something. In America, we can't have it all. You know, another thing I think we need to propose is stop giving money to these foreign companies. You know, I think we should stop doing business with them. I think we should let them know, put them on notice and say, hey, listen, if you're not going to invest money into building up these communities or doing anything for the people that live in America, listen, we don't want to do business with you. And give tax breaks, big breaks, to American companies who do business for Americans, who hire Americans, you know, and support America. You know, if you want to really be patriotic, I think that's what we need to do. We need to just really invest in our own country and stop investing in foreign countries. Yeah,
what about all the money we're sending to Israel? $7 million a day?
Listen, I don't agree with that. I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with that. Because I think it's very hypocritical for the United States to be in bed with Israel the way they are in bed with them. And then at the same time, they want to preach tolerance. It doesn't make any sense. Because you can't say you're about tolerance and whatever bullshit America spews, this melting pot, but you siding with, you know, and I'm not saying all Israelis are like this, but the Zionists are, and you got and it's like they do not want to be inclusive at all. All right, that's not their game. They do not want to be inclusive. They never gonna look at you as an equal. You will always be a goyim in their eyes, and I don't care what anybody says. You say, "Oh no, that's not what we believe." Listen, if that's what you believe, it's in your book. You know what I'm saying? It's in your book. To you, when you look at me, I have a soul of a pig. Isn't that the truth, or am I making this up?
Well, how the way they treat the Ethiopian. Jews who try to immigrate.
The Ethiopian Jews, they don't even want to consider them Jews. Now, you know what'd be a sad thing is that, you know, if you want to start talking about who's the real Jews, do we really want to open that closet? I don't think we want to open that closet. Do we? Do we really want to see who are the real Jews.
Is that a badge of honor?
Well, no. What I'm saying is we don't want to start going into people's history and genealogy. All right. Because if you do that, I will guarantee you will find out most of these people who are claiming that they're Jews aren't really Jews.
Khazarian.
Exactly. Now listen, if I'm making this up, you can say it. Tell me if I'm making it up. I'm not making it up. It's history. And I bet you a lot of...
How'd white people come from the Middle East?
Nobody knows. It's a mystery. But oh, no. Let me guess. You know what they said? They said after a couple of thousand years, because of Darwinism and because the body being able to adapt to its surroundings, right? When they got to colder places, it just ended up getting lighter. Well, I know a lot of black people that's been living for generations in cold areas, and I haven't seen them get any lighter. And you know what? The whites that live in South Africa, I haven't seen them get any darker either.